Hello everyone, Jorge Huertas once again with all of you. Today I'm gonna show you what is Design Sprint. This video is also available in Spanish. Well, this is a agile methodology. It got the following characteristics. It is a process of 5 to 6 stages with limited time. It got the roots in design thinking with the aim of reducing risk by bringing a new product, service, solution to a problem or characteristic on the market. Time is the determining factor in design sprint because it has a maximum of 1 day per phase and 5 to 6 days in total. Require 100% commitment from the team that participate in the development. The tools are the same ones are used in design thinking, but sometimes it is simplified to save time. This process was conceptualized by Google Ventures and popularized at the level by Jack Knapp Global. As in Scrum, it is essential that the participants have expertise in the project work area. That is something very important. So design sprint, it's something that is really popular nowadays because you can make a development in a week and people like that. However, it got some things that are very important to keep in mind. The first thing is that if you are going to use design sprint, you have to have team members that are really experts in what they do. This is not for everybody. Everybody cannot use a design sprint because it means that all the members of the team are really good at what they do. They're really experts in their fields. So if you are a beginner or you are medium in design thinking, I don't recommend that you use this. If you're really expert and you're really good in what you do, you can use it. It got the same tools as design thinking. It got more than 100 tools. Value proposition, problem tree, everything like that. The time is between 5 to 6 days, and we're gonna see why. The traditional way is to work in the 5 traditional stages of the design thinking. However, because design thinking got a new stages, sometimes it is used in other day to make it happen. However, it depends of the complex of the problem that you're working on. So the first stage is empathy, and the idea here is to understand. Understand what? Understand the problem that you are working on. You cannot have empathy with something that you don't understand. So here you understand the situation, understand the user, and remember everything is user-centered design. So any development that you create, you really need to understand what's going on. After you have empathy with the first stage, you start defining. Defining what? Define the components of the situation. You need to focus on what is really important because a situation sometimes can be really open. So if you want to develop and create a solution, you have to be very specific because if you have a situation very open, it's really difficult to create something that can make it better. So very important to be very specific and define all the components. After you have all your components, you start the phase of ideation, and for that you need to think. And how do you think? You start sketching. Sketching different alternatives, sketching different possibilities of product, service, model, business, of whatever that you are developing that can make a better situation of what you are working on. After that, you start choosing. It means that you start designing of all your sketches, of all your models, of all your components, what is the best. When you make that selection, user-centered design focus on, you test those prototypes. So you need to interact with the final user to see what's going on. If it's working what you're doing, you test it, you give it an okay, or Otherwise, you start refining that prototype until it works for the situation that you have. This is the traditional way until the fifth day. Remember, for each phase is 1 day. But now they make the sixth stage of design thinking and design sprint, which is the implementation. It means that you validate the prototype. It means that you put it on the market. However, this phase is extremely hard. So sometimes the time is not enough for that. So it's really up of your development if you can know and understand the situation that you're working on. Also very important about any agile methodology, but especially a design sprint, is that this is iterative. It means that you have to do it a lot of time, test a lot of time, and keep working on and on and on until you have the proper result. That's why it called iterative. As a conclusion, we can say that success in this development of design sprint relies in two factors: the planning and the fulfillment of the development, either business model, product, service, of improvement in a plan, and the expertise of the members of the group that generate creation is fundamental to be able to solve in an agile way the situation that you are working on. The principles of design thinking are the same in design sprint. What is the difference? The time. Because a project with design thinking you can work that in 2, 3, 4 months, even more time. But design sprint, the time is really narrow and you have to fulfill that timetable. It's really important that the only way that you can do it is that if you work with people that are really experts in what they do. I want to stress this part a lot because sometimes people say like, oh, I can make a development in 5 to 6 days. Yes, but so if you can do that, it's because you're a real expert. If you are a beginner, if you are intermediate in this, you cannot develop this. So please don't waste your time because you're gonna be really frustrated with this development. Design sprint are for experts. Design thinking is for everyone. Thank you very much. Please subscribe to our channel, Design Thinking 24/7. Follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Remember, every Monday we have a new video in Spanish. Every Thursday we have a new video in English. Thank you to all of you. We are the #1 design thinking channel and agile channel in the whole YouTube universe. Thank you so much and we'll see you next time.